Hello and a very good morning. Thanks for tuning in to News9 Live. I'm Kabir Naqvi. Joining me here in the studio is my colleague Varghese P. Abraham. And what essentially we're up to every day in the morning. Now, I mean, pretty much most of you know the drill, is take a look at all the latest headlines, some overnight developments that you might have missed out on. What's the social media buzz with some headlines on various internet tabloids. We'll bring you up to speed as to essentially how the day is going to pan out in terms of current affairs, in terms of politics, in terms of environment news, and essentially what it is that you should be on the lookout for. But whilst we're doing this for you, how about you get down in the comment sections, join us in this editorial process as we try to bash these walls of newsroom and really bring you in, beg your pardon, into the conversation and help us decide what our day should look like. So let's quickly get started, quickly get rolling. First and foremost, the opposition meet. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's important to note, let's lay the semantics out on the table. Patna was the first meeting. That funny press conference took place after that. In the meantime, Aam Aadmi Party said they're not going to be supporting this joint opposition game, that whatever it is that you're trying to do here. The NDA, of course, calling out this particular move. They're saying a bunch of jokers, all of that, all that political brinkmanship is on. But today in Bengaluru, the joint opposition parties are going to meet and Arvind Kejriwal is in attendance. So, Varghese, how are you looking at it? What are various headlines telling you? The one here on the front page of the Times of India says, AAP to attend Bengaluru meet as Congress says it will oppose ordinance in Parliament. This even as OP Rajbhar and Pawan Kalyan are now in the NDA tent. The JDS and TDP may walk into in this NDA tent. What's going to happen? How do you see both these sides, and whilst we're showing you fresh visuals of where that joint opposition meet is going to take place, it is a big opposition meet, and Sonia Gandhi's pictures, doing the round over there. Mallikarjun Kharge saying, United we stand, but Sonia Gandhi's picture, see, right behind Mallikarjun Kharge is Sonia Gandhi. Is Sonia Gandhi finally the glue that, this joint opposition needs right now? Here on the first page of the Indian Express, it says, seat sharing plan is going to be on the opposition conclave agenda and Aam Aadmi Party at the table today. Deliberations to be held on formal name, a common program for anti-BJP front.
So it looks like the only common ground that all of them have, almost 25 to 28 parties that are coming in. We are looking at the common ground being the BJP in the picture, the larger party in the picture. So it looks like the effort is also to show that they are united. It's taking place in Bengaluru for a reason, because the Congress has just won Karnataka, and they want to showcase it as the place where things could stand together. Opposition parties meet, united we stand. Still that message being pushed out saying that it's the unity factor that is most important. And when you ask that question, Kabir, about whether Sonia Gandhi is the actual clue, the glue that can keep this entire opposition group, varied groups of people together with different interests. And as we speak, we see that how Rajbhar has gone back into NDA camp and Pawan Kalyan has given tacit support for the NDA as well. But that is quite interesting, because Pawan Kalyan and the YSRCP are totally at loggerheads with each other in their home states. But here, let us look at how the RS vote will happen. Just before we can talk about the opposition meet over here, Kabir. The biggest story over here is actually the Congress, just ahead of this meet, has decided that they will back up on the ordinance.
They said they're not totally against it. A lot of people also saying that Aam Aadmi Party was a little naive to be bringing up such a demand, at a national political level when something is happening between the centre and the Aam Aadmi Party.
And the Aam Aadmi Party, the issue is also the Aam Aadmi Party's politics, especially in Punjab, is against the Congress. So there are state leaders who are also opposed within the Congress regarding this, and many of the state units are not happy about it. But of course, there is some practicality when it comes to all the opposition leaders coming to it. And also the question about the Delhi Ordinance. Now, the issue is how this ordinance can get stuck in the Rajya Sabha. That is where we are looking at how things could be at play. The BJP has got 92, AIDMK at 4, other NDA allies 9, BJD and YSRCP, we are expecting them to vote in favor of the ordinance. While over here we can see that the Congress 31, TMC 12, DMK 10, AAP 10, BR is 7. Now expected to vote against it is around 39. So 5 nominated MPs so far have maintained a neutral stance.
This is how the Rajya Sabha vote is going to play out.
Going to play out. And
Kiska padla bhari hai? Who's got more votes with them?
Well, as of now, of course, the massive, you have the 92 votes coming in from, the BJP itself, who is having the lion's share because they are the ruling party in place. Then it's got its small allies like AIDMK is also, going ahead with it. Then the entire collective NDA allies also comes to 9. So here, what we are going to see is a symbolic kind of a protest that could actually happen. That is what we are looking at. And you have these nominated MPs who've been neutral as of now. So that will be interesting to see how they would also play. I mean, this is happening less than a month after the Patna meet. So again, the agendas that would be lined up. Now, also this meet has another significance. This is the first meet that's happening after the NCP has not officially, but kind of split. So it is happening after the NCP has been in, which is said to be one of the major components of this opposition ally meet. We're talking about the NCP being in split and that also coming into focus.
I'm reading here on the Express, the Indian Express copy. It says sources said the meeting in the Bengaluru meeting would take forward the deliberations in Patna on June 23rd. We have to strengthen the bonds between the parties, narrow down the differences, and improve inter-party communication. This coming from a senior opposition leader. Now on Monday, the leaders of the parties will sit down for informal discussions in the evening and then attend a dinner hosted by Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. Now the broad agenda of the talks on Tuesday will be set at Monday's informal meeting. Of course, this is the quotation. Of course, we need to talk about seat sharing, said one leader. Another leader said that the parties would take forward the discussions on holding a joint program, such as rallies and identifying common issues of concern. Issues on which the parties can coordinate and unite, drawing up a program, if not written. As one of the leaders said, we need to identify areas of cooperation. The mission is clear: work unselfishly, unitedly, and present the India we cherish with a vision for 2024 and beyond, said TMC Rajya Sabha MP Derek O'Brien. I mean, Derek O'Brien never really shies away from a comment.
Making a comment like that. The Bengaluru meeting is likely to discuss the common programs that can be achieved, what the parties need to do in the near future, assess the current political situation, and make a strategy for the upcoming parliament session. So the monsoon session is going to come up, and I think that is going to be quite a stormy affair when we look at the monsoon session. So I think even for that, they are going to have to strategize on that front. But interestingly enough is the presence of Sonia Gandhi in this meet. NCP after the split, we have...
Yesterday, Rahul Gandhi had released a video. I'm not too sure if we have those, visuals with us or no. But Rahul Gandhi on his YouTube has been doing all sorts of, vlogging, taking the modern technology to its advantage. And he's showcased this time around. He's gone out with farmers, sat down with them, worked with them in the fields, and met the ladies, asked the ladies whether they want to come to Delhi. And the lady said, why don't you take us to Delhi? He calls up Priyanka on the video. Priyanka Gandhi says, okay, how about you call them? The next video, like the snippet cuts to that particular bus where they're all singing and going to Delhi. They sit down, have lunch with the Gandhis. And then there's this beautiful shot of Sonia Gandhi, dancing with those girls. Sonia Gandhi, her, importance is very crucial here. Now, the Express Network says, the big question is whether the parties will give the grouping a formal name and a structure by appointing a chairperson or convener.
That is what exactly that even I'm also looking
at.
Do
you see Sonia Gandhi fitting in this role? I mean, she's stepped away from the AICC role as well. Of course, you can't really...
I mean, what you're saying is correct. I mean, we can look about whether, but the question is whether she will take up a position. And probably we are looking at a convener position, whether this grouping is going to be in the form of an alliance, an extended UPA. I mean, you can call it whatever you want it. But will this actually have some kind of a formal structuring is the question. This is a pertinent question being asked because now this is the second meet. So what is the purpose of these meetings happening? Will this also in fact be a backroom talk and then only a front room idea of unity and then only a backroom talk is something that we have to figure out?
Well, what's going to happen today? Reactions are going to be coming in sooner than later. And of course, today is going to be an informal setup. But the points of tomorrow's, meeting, it seems, are going to be set up on today's informal meet, and then there's a dinner with the Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. We'll have to look at how that plays out and what's really put, on the cards in terms of agenda for this opposition conclave.